I'm Karina. I'm an intern at the Wellness Center.
Hi, I'm Gigi, and I'm also an intern at the Wellness Center.
Hi, my name is Tamia, and I'm also from an intern at the Wellness Center.
And
And we have a go.
we have a special guest today from the Career Development Center. Erica, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Erica from this Career Development Center. I'm an intern there.
All right. So these are the, oh, Gigi, you can go.
Sorry. Okay, so before we get started, I want to focus on the 8 areas of wellness. So we have physical, social, intellectual, emotional, spiritual, environmental, financial, and the reason why we are here, occupational wellness.
So wellness is the act of practicing healthy habits on a daily basis to attain better physical and mental health outcomes. So that instead of just surviving, you're thriving. I like to think about it as self-care and maintenance and making sure that you have a balance of everything in your life. And the goal is not to be 100% of all the areas in wellness, but just to try to have that in mind and working towards like self-improvement and balance. So occupational wellness is getting personal fulfillment from your academic pursuits or job and contributing to knowledge and skills while maintaining a school work-life balance.
Some simple questions to some simple questions to check your occupational wellness are: how are you taking care of yourself when school and work is stressing you out? How are you feeling about remote learning? If not, what are some ways you can change that? How are you feeling about work? Does it align with your interests? Would anyone like to share how they're taking care of themselves whenever school or work is stressing? Anyone? Okay.
Well, I can share what I do when I'm stressed out is like I have this beanbag in my room and I like to sit down, lay down, relax, and just take a few minutes at least to do nothing because sometimes it feels like all day I'm running from one activity to the next and I don't have time to just be present and not be doing something. Yeah.
So now that we know what wellness and occupational wellness are, and we have gone over reflective questions, we are going to be doing an inventory survey. So if you can grab a pen and paper or type out your score, whichever is easier for you to keep track of your score, it's going to be out of 28. This will give you an overview of your current occupational wellness to bring you awareness on how you are currently doing. Okay. So the first one is, okay, so it's going to be out of 1 being never to 4, which is usually. So for the first one, I get personal satisfaction and enrichment from school or work. I believe I am able to contribute my knowledge, skills, and talents at school or work. I seek opportunities to improve my knowledge or skills. I balance my social life and academic responsibilities well. I effectively handle my level of stress related to academic or work responsibilities. My workload is manageable. And I explore opportunities that interest me.
So you can just take a moment to reflect on that, which areas might need some help and which areas you're doing well in. So these are some things that you can think about for your occupational wellness goals. So are you interested in your major? Do you have a plan to achieve your career goal? Are you fulfilled with your career and lifestyle and how they match? And do you feel like you're appropriately taking advantage of the opportunities that purchase offers? And Arika is going to talk about those opportunities in a bit. And academic or career changes are normal. So just always remind yourself that you don't have to go on like a specific path, and everybody has their own way to achieve their own goal. So don't feel like you're not like at the right timing of things. They're like some kind of path that you have to follow. And lastly, we mentioned this before, work-life balance. So just try to be mindful of how you're handling your stress.
Hi, I'm Erica again from the Career Development Center. I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit about internships, purchase job score, a few of our resources, Focus 2 being one of them, Candid Career, and Alumni Network. And I'll also show you guys how to make appointments through the purchase job score. So a few of my tips are being aware of burnout, create connections and networking, organize your workspace, making sure it's organized so that you're able to manage your work well, and set goals for yourself so it feels like what you're doing is purposeful. Yeah, so I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, do you guys see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so for internship, most majors require an internship. To be eligible for an internship, you have to have at least 30 credits, either a sophomore, junior, or senior, and good academic standing. You can take up to 12 credits of an internship. You can also take a summer winter internship. However, financial aid usually doesn't cover it. So you would usually probably have to pay out of pocket. And for an internship, it goes based on how many hours you want to put in for that week. So here's just guidelines of the credits you would take and the hours it would substitute to. Also, just to mention, a micro internship is less than 1 credit, more project-based, consisting of 5 to 40 hours of experience, but it's not credited towards the student's degree. Okay, sorry. So yes, I'm just gonna show you guys purchase job score first. So you go to the Purchase College website and type in Career Development Center. If you go down to academic internships and go down to all the way down on the right side, click Purchase Job Score and just log into your account. Most students, when they're purchase from the fall or transfer the summer before that semester, most students already have an account. If you need any information to get your info, you can always email the Career Development Center. Also, just mention we have a virtual job internship fair coming up next Wednesday, so please register if you can. So this is Purchase Job Score. Ooh, sorry. So if you want to schedule an appointment with academic counselors, you just get counseling appointment and request new appointment. And you can just click type and you could choose what you want the appointment to be about, the date, time range, if you want to speak to a specific counselor, and the days of the week you're available. You could check the availability. So that's how you schedule an appointment. If you go to job and internship search, you can find any job and internships. You can use filters. They're very useful. If you want a full-time job, part-time job, an on-campus internship, if you want paid internships can also be used to raise your credit. You can use the type of industry, the job function, and there's even more filters if you want to do a specific location or if you want the internship to be a remote position. And so that's it for Purchase Job Score. So as I mentioned, we do have a couple of resources available for students at free of charge, and all students can use these resources after they graduate up to 4 years. One of the resources we have is Focus 2, an online career assessment. It's a self-guided tool for career exploration. You explore your strengths, skills, interests, which is a vital tool for first step career, internship, or major decisions. Based on your results, it will show the job occupations that best fit you. It also shows you salaries of these occupations along with job descriptions and the growth rate of the jobs. Once the assessment is completed, it's recommended to make an appointment to meet with the career counselor to go over your results. Candid Career is another resource we have. The great thing about this tool is that students can search up any type of career and it will give you a variety of videos from professionals within that field. So for example, if I searched up a social worker, videos will come up of actual social workers who describe their job day in and out. And Purchase Alumni Network is another resource we have. It offers students the ability to connect with experienced Purchase alumni. You get matched up to a mentor based on your majors and expected career positions. Students can speak with mentors about career interests or graduate applications. Pretty much, the mentors have like a list of things you can speak about, so you can pick through those things and speak to them about it. I'm sorry. And I just want to show you guys how to navigate these resources on the Career Development Center website. Just go to Explore Majors and Careers. And here you find Candid Career, Purchase Alumni Mentor Network, and you find Focus 2 here. I also wanted to show you guys I'm sorry. So here's also where you can find the virtual job and internship fair to sign up. And here is our virtual walk-in hours. We have Monday available 2 to 3:30, Wednesday 4:30 to 6, Thursday 1 to 2:30. We have a dedicated time for resume critiquing. Thursday is 12 to 1, and we have a dedicated time 11 to 12 on Thursdays just for internship support, and I attend the Thursday one, so I'll be there if anything.
Thank you for that, Arika. All right, so next we'll have Gigi talk about her tips.
Hello, so these are a few of my wellness tips. So what I try to do is I try to have a weekly planner to keep me organized so I can avoid procrastinating. This way it's more useful and not overwhelming to see everything planned out. Also, to create a plan to achieve your occupational goals, that being if you're looking for an internship or you're thinking about applying to grad school, write down like important dates and things you need to accomplish beforehand, just so you can have a set idea of what that plan is. Also, to have self compassion of your daily accomplishments, that being you had a glass of water that day, or you accomplished an assignment, or you spent an hour of reading, like little things like that always are useful to look at the right side of things. Also, to try to build connections and network with people. So, trying to connect with classmates and professors, because you never know when networking can be useful. So, that being like if you're thinking about grad school, like professors can help you with letters of recommendations, or even if you're looking at a job and you know someone within that network, that would be great. Also, remember to award yourself time for self care, that being like a break during a study session, or having a day off, or even having a skincare routine at night. Little things like that always go a long way.
All right, so now I'm going to share some of my wellness tips in terms of career life and student life. So I like to reach out to alumni, faculty, and people on LinkedIn with similar career paths. So there was a girl that I heard about that graduated from Purchase that was really successful, and she has the same career path that I want to go into. So I decided to message her on LinkedIn and just be like, "Hey, I go to Purchase. Like we're looking at the same things for our career. Do you have any advice for me?" And even though it was really random, it was really beneficial for me, and I was really glad that I did that, even though it was like cold. Like people are really generous with their tips, so it's always worth doing. Go to office hours and build relationships with your professors, because they're, like Gigi said, like they're going to be the ones writing your letters of recommendation, and it's always nice to network for future things. I like to journal sometimes and write down all of my accomplishments, because we don't often acknowledge that, and it's kind of weird to show off in front of people. So it's nice to just take the time to acknowledge everything you've done, like, and look back and say, wow, I did that. And apply to many opportunities and stay organized. It's so important to stay organized. Like my desktop has a bunch of folders with like a million things, and it makes life so much easier instead of having, just scattered documents everywhere. And I'm taking research methods too right now, which the professor said it's really important to save your work in like a permanent place. So like a USB or Google Drive, because if your computer breaks down one day, then you're going to lose all of this like really important information. And out of chair body breaks is something I learned in like study hall in middle school that still helps me today. Just force yourself to take a break, walk around for at least a minute, because sometimes we have the tendency to just work, and go on walks, or just sit by your window and breathe in some fresh air and look outside. And keep up with your hygiene, self-care, nutrition, and sleep. And here I have a quote that talks about the fear of failure, which is something that I think a lot of people struggle with. For example, procrastination, that can be why people procrastinate, because they feel like, oh, if I do it, I'm not going to do a good job. So it's better to do your best work instead of, rather than not doing it at all. So don't let the fear of failure get in your way.
Some these are some of my tips. The first thing I would suggest is identifying your goals and what do you want in life. That helped me like see and plan my future. Um, and also is like it helps you make a target to like go after as you're planning, and always to look for something as a reference. I recommend writing everything down to see things on paper, because we have a lot of ideas and we don't usually like follow through. I don't think we like follow through with it. It's like a great idea, but we forget and it just disappears. So I would say like write down all your ideas so you can possibly like work on it in the future. I like to do to-do lists. It helps me like schedule my day and organize myself. I also recommend doing vision boards if you have the time to. Is if you're a visual person, it really helps you to use it as motivation and inspiration. Vision boards are usually like making a collage full of pictures to help you um, remember or like as a symbol to like reach for something. Um, I would highly recommend exploring your interests and actually try them out um, because we might think we want to be a social worker, but if you don't try it out, then when you finally try it out, you might not really like it. So I would say like explore everything and try it out to see if you like it, and maybe it'll help you find something else that you're interested in. Um, I also recommend celebrating your small successes, like everyone else said about like acknowledging your accomplishments, because like Karina said, we always tend to like think about all the things we have to do or like what's next and all the things that we haven't done yet. So just acknowledging you wrote your paper today, or like you read a chapter. I know I have a hard time like reading, so I always congratulate myself after I read a chapter of something. Um, Also, I would say have a routine and wake up early. I know we like to sleep in, but if you wake up earlier in the day, you have more time to actually get things done. And then like when the sun is down, you can finally relax and chill. Another thing I would say is pace yourself. Um, Pacing yourself is really useful or helpful because I feel like we procrastinate and wait one day to cram everything in. But if you pace yourself throughout the day, you'll have time to like balance everything else in your life and all your responsibilities. And I would say ask for help. I feel like I personally have a hard time asking for help, and asking for help is like, I mean, everybody can't do everything on their own, so asking for help is helpful, especially if you're asking someone who's like in that field you're looking for, I guess. That's it.
So we are going to be doing the personality test, and it is the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, which is a self-report questionnaire to give you a deeper insight of your personality type. The 16 personalities test is a fun way to learn about your different areas of your personality and other influential people that have the same personality as you. We have shared the link in the chat for the activity portion, and this test takes about 10 to 15 minutes. And